what's going on, everyone, and welcome back to Sense of South Jersey. Happy New Year. Hope everybody had an amazing holiday season from Thanksgiving to Christmas to New Year's. If you celebrate it, if you don't, Happy New Year. So either way, I just wanted to, thank you guys so much, because over my break, which I usually take a short hiatus from, December on, this one was a little bit longer. Things with the different holidays, the events, not only with my family, my girlfriend's family, was actually very crazy. A lot of things to do and many places to be, people to see, my friends as well. So, that's very important to me too. So I had to kind of put YouTube on the back burner for a little bit. And as fate had it, the decisions of corporate heads turned my job upside down again too. So it's been pretty crazy, but I am back, and I'm happy to say that while I was on the break, we crossed over the 10,000 subscriber mark too. So it's a huge milestone for me. I just wanted to thank each and every one of you who have subscribed, watched, commented over the years, especially the guys that have been there from the beginning. I know I communicate with many of you, whether it's in the comments or on Instagram. It's so cool. We're on the road to 20,000, but I want to be in this moment right here and enjoy it, because 10,000 is huge. I never thought in a million years that would happen. I just figured I will do it for a little bit, back in 2019 when I started, and I'd probably fizzle out after a few months when nobody wanted to know what I had to say about cheap classic colognes. But it's grown into something awesome, and we're going to keep it going here too. So we're going to kick things off with my first video of the year with a list, and it's going to be 10 cold weather fragrances, and I'll start by saying you could wear these any time of the year. I wear them any time of the year, but I think they do kick ass in the cold weather. Before we jump into the list, if it is your first time here, guys, you know what to do. Make sure to subscribe. Let's keep growing this channel that we have, this great classic fragrance community, and make sure to check out the Instagram page for news and updates on the channel, photos of fragrances from my collection, updates on the channel as well, like when the videos are going to drop, and scent of the day posts. Also made a commitment to post a little bit more on Instagram this year than I did last year. I didn't do it too much too. Also, if you are interested in purchasing fragrances directly from my collection, check out my Mercari page. It's all authentic, all from my collection, and the link is below in the description. And last thing is, if you're interested in purchasing Masudo shirts, this shirt is not a Masudo shirt, but it's in that same style. They have the different cuff patterns, cool patterns, whether you want a crazy frontal pattern or plain with a different pattern on the cuff. Masudo is awesome, and it's a 40% discount in the affiliate link. All you do is click on it, brings you directly to the website. You just shop, pick what you want. You don't have to enter anything in, and just trying to help you guys look cool, just like me. Just kidding. Anyway, let's not waste any more time. Let's jump right into this list of 10 cold weather scents. Okay, coming in at number 1 on this list. Again, these are in no particular order. They're just all awesome. This is such a classic scent from Tom Ford. Came out in 2019 in the private blend and then re-released in the gentleman's line or something like that. It is called Beau de Jour, and it's an aromatic fougere. Man, I've put a huge dent in this bottle, more than halfway. This is such a super masculine, clean, rough. It's like one of those mixtures of dirty and clean at the same time, musky. It's got an excellent patchouli and lavender scent. It's not too much of an earthy patchouli. It doesn't smell like that garbage called Zeno. And in 2024, I'm also going to make a resolution to make fun of that fragrance as often as I can. But Beau de Jour, it's so long lasting. It'll cut through the cold. You'll smell like a boss. This stuff is amazing. I absolutely love it. This is one, when I'm done with this one in the private blend, this is one I definitely would go out and buy again. Okay, number 2, this is a brand new release from the niche house of Creed. This is Absolute Aventus, again, 2023. I'm surprised how often I'm reaching for this one too, and it's a smaller bottle and it's like ridiculously expensive, but it smells so good. A little bit of a richer, slightly sweeter version of the original Aventus. Not as good as the OG. The OG Aventus is one of the best ever, definitely better than this, but this one, it smells great and it kills it in the cold weather. The dry down, it just smells very, very high end. I think it's done well. The sweetness in there with the, I think it's either the pineapple mixture or whatever, it's grapefruit or something like that in there. I didn't even bother to check. I did a full review. Go check that out if you want the full notes. I forget. I can't remember all these things, guys, but this stuff smells awesome. And if you are going to look for something exclusive, you want a great going out date night type of scent in the wintertime or any time of year, like I mentioned, this stuff is awesome. Check it out if you're interested in Creed. Okay, speaking of date night fragrances, coming in at number 3, 1988 from the Italian house of Fendi. This is Fendi Uomo. Let me open this one up for you guys. It's considered a woody, spicy scent, but to me, this is a leather scent, leather and iris. You know, whoops, I had it backwards, I'm sorry. There we are, Fendi Uomo. Such a cool looking bottle. I bought a bunch of this stuff. Man, this stuff is so classy. This is like dressed up, you're going out, you got a nice sport coat on, you're going out to taking your girlfriend out to dinner, taking a date out to dinner, doesn't matter. This stuff smells so good. This was the first scent I wore in 2023 because I wore it out on New Year's. It's long lasting and it's just classy. That you know how like everyone ranted about Dior Homme and how that has got that like sort of makeup-y, you know, leathery type of scent. That's what this does to me. I think that's what I get from it, and I think it smells awesome. And Fendi Uomo, and the fact that it's Italian makes it even just cooler. Check it out. It's discontinued, but in the wintertime, this one really smells nice. I would wear this any time of year, but I think the cool weather is when it's best. That's when I've worn it the most, let's just say. And I've gotten great feedback from the girlfriend on this one. This one's amazing. If you can find it, buy it if it's at a good deal. It may be a little bit harder to find, but for cool weather scents, especially going out, want to dress up, this is excellent. Okay, number 4, haven't talked about this one on my channel ever, so I figured why not put it in the list because I have been rocking it. It is from the house of Cartier. This is Pacha de Cartier, the Eau de Toilette. Let's hold the box up here so you can see that. You know, this came out in 1992, and you know what it reminds me of is like a denser sort of a richer, fuzzier version, mossier version of Czar. Czar's like classic green. This has a green infusion, but it's slightly sweeter, and maybe that's due to the notes of caraway and anise that are in here. And when you smell it in the air, it's very professional smelling. This is a great like cool weather office scent, daily scent. Even going out, I think you could rock it too. It's versatile in that regard, and it's Cartier. Obviously, it's very classy, but this stuff really is nice. Bottle looks a little goofy. I don't know what this is, some sort of baby bottle nipple. I don't know, but anyway, it's long lasting, but still has that classic masculine style type of scent. So check out, that's Pacha de Cartier. Again, it's the Eau de Toilette. I know there's a parfum version, but I think this is awesome and it lasts. I don't know if this is the newest version. I think this is a slightly older, not the vintage, but you know, again, it's in between, and sometimes that's the best place to be when it comes to buying the current versus the vintage. Okay, coming in at number 5 from the year 1980 from the house of Oscar de la Renta, it is Pour Louis, also considered a leather scent, but to me it's a soapy, clean, green, just masculine, classic barbershop scent. The soapiness though is really strong with this one. I think that's what really helps the performance and really helps cut through the cold. I've worn this one in the dead of summertime and I think it's awesome again, but I do seem to utilize it the most in the cooler weather. It smells great. A lot of people say they compare it to Antaeus by Chanel. This is the rougher version. You know, I just haven't worn that in so long that I really couldn't tell you, but I may break that one out and do an individual review. I've been saying that for the past 2 years and I still haven't done it, but either way, Oscar de la Renta Pour Louis, if you can get one of the older versions, try to do that. They're not that expensive, but I did a review on it, did it then and now. The current is very good. This one is just a little bit more well-rounded because it has the real notes in it too, but classic, absolutely kills it. It will last a long time, especially on clothes. You cannot go wrong with this stuff. Okay, coming in at number 6, the second half of this list, let's bring it to 2003 from the house of Yves Saint Laurent. That is Rive Gauche Pour Homme. So it's an aromatic fougere, arguably many people say the best barbershop or fougere fragrance ever. I disagree with that. I think that title goes to Gucci Nobile, but this one is still awesome. It's like the gentleman's clean barbershop. That combination of that star anise, the sort of herbal rosemary and cloves, and that gives it a slight sweetness, but also a sharpness to it as well, but very clean, well-rounded. It's a long-lasting scent, and the times that I have worn this, it's been more so in the cooler weather, and I think that combination of notes really cause it to last, but it's so classy, such a great smell. The bottle's iconic. I had initially the square bottle, and then I got 2 of these, one of which my friend loved so much, he bought it off me, and I still have this one. This one basically full, and then I have the square bottle as well too. That one smells the same, just doesn't last as long. This one does have the performance, just very hard to find, but hey, that's what this channel is about, right? So this one, again, there's a lot of scents that came before it that are predecessor, one of which is going to be on this list, so I don't want to give too much away, but this one is the updated, smoother version, more gentleman version of the one I'll talk about a little later. All right, guys, next up, coming in at number 7, This is from the House of Christian Dior. This is the 2016 relaunch of Jules or Yule. Guys, this stuff is absolutely amazing. I don't have a vintage, never tried one. I'd be worried to buy one because they're so old and they're really expensive, and I don't think you need to because this stuff is amazing. It smells incredible, way less notes, but they did it right. It smells like it's right out of the 80s. It's macho, it's green, it's funky, it's amazing. It smells so good. You can wear this any time of year, but I think it fits best in the cool weather. Again, this is not a winter list. This is just stuff that if you want to wear in the cool weather, they're going to do well, and this one does so well. I've realized that it's no longer, because I got my first bottle on the Christian Dior website, bought it was like 80 bucks, 86 bucks, came the next day, because where I'm at in Jersey, New York is not far, and I went on the website the other day because I'm like, oh, my bottle, the other one I have upstairs in the fragrance closet, it's got like that much left. So I ended up getting this partial and then another one via eBay because people have discontinued the scent. The Dior has discontinued. It's not there on the website anymore. I may be wrong, but if you haven't gotten a bottle yet, make sure to do so. This stuff is amazing. I detect a hint of fuel with it as well too, but that goes away after a few seconds, but that just adds to its uniqueness. I love Jules. It's an amazing scent. It crushes it in the cool weather any time of year for that matter, but this scent is amazing. If you want a macho, masculine scent to stand out, get this. Okay, fragrance number 8. Remember I was talking about Rive Gauche and it has a predecessor? That's Azzaro Pour Homme. So this came out in 1978. It's an aromatic fougere. I haven't even opened this massive bottle yet, but this is one that I've killed 2 of my 100 ml bottles. I don't have many more, so I decided to get this one. So this is an aromatic fougere, but it's rough. It's rugged. It's got that star anise mixed with the lavender, the sharper lavender, and the woodsy, mossy base. This scent but it still has that clean freshness to it, that barbershop style freshness to it, which is a testament to how great the classics really are. And I admit I had a hard time with this one at first. The star anise, I was like, that's very hard to wear. But as my taste in fougères grew, as I tried the cheapo Cuba Black, that one, and that one's kind of a clone of this, I revisited Azzaro Pour Homme and I was like, I get it now, I get it. And this stuff is amazing, and you can have it for pennies on the dollar, very, very cheap compared to Rive Gauche. That's what I mean. You can pay 100 ml for 30 bucks. This might be $50 or something, and it's still available. It really grew on me, and it's an amazing classic masculine men's fragrance. But in the cold, that sharpness does very well, and I think it's a great daily work, casual scent that you want to wear, signature scent, or even wearing out. It's very versatile if you're into classic fougères. Okay, the final 2 coming in at number 9. Again, no particular order. This is also from 1978, a Chypre, one of the greatest of all times. You guys probably already know it is Polo for Men. This is a vintage Cosmere version. If you can get that, get it, because the opening is incredible. If not, the current one's good, but this is definitely better. This is one of those cases where it's better. Again, this is one of the greatest, most iconic men's fragrances of all time. It's green, it's masculine, it's mossy, it's got tobacco, it's got leather in it, it's got a whole mix of notes. It just smells like wealth, money, success. It smells so good. It's like if you've never smelled it before and you walk by something and then you smelled it again, you're like, oh, I 100% have smelled this scent before, even if I didn't know what it was. It's great for the cool weather. Again, all of these can be worn all year round. And if you think about it, when the vast majority of the scents on this list were made and released, guys that were buying it maybe had just one scent and they wore it all year round. And the season or when to wear it didn't even cross their mind. They just wore it because that's all that they had, or they only had 1 or 2 scents and they rotated it just because they felt like wearing something different. But again, I just think these do well in the cooler weather, which is why they're on my cool weather scent list here too. So it's absolutely incredible. It's so complex. It's so classy. I love Polo for Men. If you can get the Cosmere version, make sure to do that. If not, again, the current one will be sufficient for sure. Okay, and finally on this list is a discontinued scent, but nothing nearly as old as what we've taken a look at aside from the first 2 fragrances. This is 2015 Aromatic Aquatic. This is Acqua di Gio's Profumo 2. So this is a great, amazing, darker take on the original. Way less notes. The added incense of patchouli give it a nice pop, especially in the air. Great compliment puller, very versatile all year round, but kills it in the cool weather. Compliment getter, that type of thing. This scent is amazing. I'm not going to go too much more into it because I have an individual review coming out with this fragrance that'll probably be released after this video, so you'll see it within a day or so of this one being dropped too. But it smells fantastic and an amazing choice for cool weather. Okay, guys, that's going to wrap it up for me. That was my list of 10 fragrances that I think do really well in the cooler weather, despite being able to wear them anytime, any place, anywhere, and any time of year. So let me know in the comments section. You guys know I always appreciate all the interaction. What did you think of this list? Do you agree with my picks? What is your favorite fragrance to wear in the cool weather? Please let me know in the comments section below. If you haven't done so yet, make sure to subscribe. I want to thank you all for 10,000 again, 10,000 subscriber mark. It's huge for me. Make sure to check out the Scents of South Jersey Instagram page. Check out my Mercari page if you want to purchase fragrances directly from my collection. And if you want some sick shirts, check out that Masuda link, 40% off directly from the website. Guys, thank you so much for watching and hanging out with me, and I will see you all in the next video. Take care.